over the center console to lick her tears. She hugged him. Damn if I'll let anyone see me cry. Just you. She took a deep breath. You're the only one who loves me. Well, maybe Aunt Jeep does too, in her fashion. She popped the transmission into drive. GM products, while possessing virtues, often had an off-center feel to the steering wheel, a numbness, slowness to respond. The silver Camaro surprised her. Its steering wasn't as crisp as a Porsche's, but it was much improved from prior models. She took pleasure in it. Just like her great aunt, if it had an engine in it, Mags liked it. These days, she needed a dash of pleasure. Damn, I can barely see the road, she said, peering over the wheel. Everything's different here, Baxter. Everything. You blink and the weather changes. We're in the high desert, but we're in it together. Poking along at 20 miles an hour, she finally reached the old, white, rambling ranch house. Its first section had been built in 1880, a long time ago in these parts. Cutting the motor, she sat for a moment, took another deep breath, then brightened. Hey, I'm not doing great, but at least I'm doing better than my lying cokehead of a sister. With that, she jumped out and popped the trunk. Hoisting one bag onto her shoulders, she dragged the other up the steps to the wraparound porch. Returning, she shut the trunk lid and opened the passenger door. At your service. Baxter nimbly negotiated the distance to the ground as snowflakes dotted his wiry fur. Mags opened the front door, which was never locked, threw in the biggest bag, then set down the other. Aunt Jeep? In the kitchen, answered a resonant, deep alto voice. Who goes there? King growled as he hurtled himself out of the kitchen to draw up short in front of Mags, whom he knew, although not well, from her infrequent visits. But what was this low-to-the-ground lowlife with a trimmed Van Dyke? Faced with the shepherd mix, Baxter stood his ground, saying nothing. Jeep Reed strode out of the kitchen, her slight limp apparent but in no way impeding her progress. King, he's your new best friend. That? The much bigger dog was incredulous. With a handsome black face with brown points and a regal bearing, he had no patience for what he thought of as inferior breeds. I've seen snakes higher off the ground than that. Baxter curled back his upper lip. And I can strike just as fast, you ill-bred lout. All right, boys, get along or I'll get out the bullwhip. Aunt Jeep wagged her finger at the two dogs as she walked toward her beautiful 32-year-old great-niece. Mags, sweetheart, welcome home. Mags held the lean, fierce old woman close. I won't be a burden, Aunt Jeep. I swear to you I won't. I know you won't, because I intend to work your ass off. Sweat and manual labor should help work free those toxins from Wall Street. I'll fill you in on the details of my latest dream once you've settled in. It's a big dream. She stepped back. Hang your coat up. You know where. Want help with those? Oh, no, I can manage. As Mags hung her coat on the peg next to the front door, Aunt Jeep gave her the once-over. I'm surprised. You didn't turn to fat sitting on your nether regions all day. An hour in the gym every day, 5:30 a.m. Otherwise, I'd be fat as a tick. Walking Baxter every morning and every evening helps. Jeep's warm brown eyes cast down at the little intrepid fellow. You and I are going to be friends, Baxter. Did you hear that? The little gentleman responded, I like you already. You look like you always do, Mags complimented her aunt. When you're older than dirt, nothing much changes. I think Mama would look like you do now had she lived. Mags smiled. Jeep laughed. Honey, your mother was one of the great beauties of her generation. She outshone all those Hollywood starlets vying for your father's attention. If she had made it to 85, she'd have looked better than I did at 30. Mag slipped her arm around her much shorter aunt's still small waist as they walked toward the kitchen, heavenly smells drawing them down the center hall. You always underestimate your looks. Mama used